everybody. The 2019 Ford Edge ST just came out, or what's going to be premiering in Detroit. And the new ST Edge is a pretty cool SUV, all-wheel drive, has sport-tuned suspension, has sport mode on there, which kind of changes up the all-wheel drive setting to make it a little bit better for performance. And you're pumping out over almost 400 pound-feet of torque and about over 350-ish horsepower. So for that amount of weight, that amount of car, it's not pretty bad. But one of the things that I keep seeing constantly after posting the information on Facebook and Instagram is, why the hell is Ford making an ST Edge? What's the point of it? Why the hell do we want a performance SUV? And here's a couple reasons. One, that's the current market. Everybody, almost everybody is preferring to get an SUV. If you live in California, that's pretty much the #1 style vehicle that you see is an SUV. From the big ones like Expedition, or to the little ones like the Edge. And even Ford killed off the Fiesta in the United States because they're bringing in a mini SUV. Now, one of the big things is that in California, we spend a lot of time in our cars. I think if you're on any of the coast, you prefer to sit in traffic in something roomier. That way you don't feel you're confined and claustrophobic during the times you're sitting in traffic. I take about an hour or so to get to work every day, yet it's not because of a distance thing, it's because of traffic. And I have the RS that I drive, which is a perfect size for me, but you know, like anybody, you love having that extra room. So one of the main reasons is having fun and having that room. The second thing is why everybody is obsessed with SUVs and why they're investing in putting performance into an SUV is the fact that SUVs just make a little bit more sense for the family person. Because I don't have kids, but I've seen and helped all the friends that have the 1-year-olds, the 2-year-olds that need the car seats or the booster seats, and trying to put them into a 2-door coupe or even a 4-door car like this is a pain. But when you're at about stomach, belt, or chest height, when you're installing these into the SUVs, it makes it so much easier. So that wasn't something I was concerned with, really. But now having to do that with helping out some friends, you do really see the value of having an SUV. And vans aren't what they used to be. You know, before it was considered, you know, negative to have a van, even though vans are pretty useful. But right now, everybody likes the styling of an SUV, and that's why, you know, family-wise, it makes a lot of sense. 3, the utility of it. You can stick a bunch of stuff in there. You can have the dog in the back area while you still have the 3 kids, the partners in the front. So it makes a lot of sense. You still have the roof to put a bunch of stuff if you're going on a long haul. So also too, to show you why Ford would even bother making an ST Edge, is Lamborghini. Lamborghini is a very niche company making their supercars, but they're even getting into the SUV market. Obviously, why would somebody spend that much time and effort and development making an SUV if there wasn't any, you know, money to be had? That's why they're getting into it. Now, if you've never driven in a performance SUV, then yeah, I would be with you saying, well, yeah, they're pointless. The center of gravity is too high. You know, they weigh too much. But having actually driven in a Porsche Cayenne and being driven in on the track by a professional driver in a Cayenne, driving around in a 911. That's one of the most shocking things that from the outside is very deceiving, that you can't have fun and have the performance in an SUV, but it really can be done, and it really is shocking. I mean, after driving that Cayenne, it made me want one, to know that I can still have my fun and have all the room too. So even Tesla, I mean, you can get an SUV from Tesla and it'll probably smoke about 90% of the cars on the road today. So that's why Ford and all these other companies are spending the time and investment to get into the performance SUV market. There's a want there. If I had a family, and I would think that the RS is maybe too tiny, especially in the back seats, for once those kids start growing up, but I still want my fun, I would definitely look into an ST, or if I had the cash, a Lamborghini SUV for that fun factor, but still the practicality of having that extra room. So that's really where the SUV market and why they do make the ST Edge now. So it's for the practicality if you have kids, because of all the extra room, and especially installing those baby seats, because it makes it so much easier. The fun factor of being able to buy a car that you can have your fun in if you're an enthusiast, but yet, you know, make your partner happy by having the room, and make your kids happy by giving them the little extra room in the back. And price range, I mean, I'm gonna guess the ST models, like in the Focus world, it's not the most expensive car. It's a bang for your buck type of thing, but I'm guessing it's probably going to be around in the 30s, and I think it's going to shock a lot of people. I have a feeling it's probably going to be in the 30 range. You can get into the titanium model of any of the Fords. The Edge, yeah, the titanium model is going to go towards the $40,000 range, but I have a feeling if they're going to try to be very competitive and pull those people away from buying a performance SUV from any of the other brands, I'll bet you anything it might be in the 30 range. Probably the mid 30s to high 30s, but it's going to be in the 30 range. That way it's going to be more competitive. And like any of the ST models, they do come with different packages. So I would imagine that you could probably get a stripped down version of the Edge ST, and probably a completely luxury version of the ST Edge, just like you can in the ST Focus. So we'll see. Those numbers will come out soon. That's not coming out till summer of 2018. So hopefully I get to drive that one around. That would be really cool. But again, just putting that out there is that why is Ford getting into the ST market for the Edge? It's because there's a want in the United States right now for the performance SUV. So leave your comments below. I want to hear what you guys and gals have to say about it. Is this something that you're going to be ending up buying? Are you thinking about trading in a certain car for it once it actually comes out? Let me know. And if you do own any of those performance SUVs, comment below and let other people know how much fun they are to drive, because they do shock you at how much fun they are. So we'll see you on the next video. Thanks a lot.